Students, let us continue with bail, that is now after hours bail. So what happens is you'll find that your client has been arrested on a Friday night, and if he's arrested on a Friday, so in any court jurisdiction, there will be people who are on standby, including investigators who are on standby, because you'll find that your case has been given to a certain IO, but there is an investigating officer who is on standby, so he has the right to look at all the cases that are there and see the seriousness and whether bail can be granted or not. So what normally happens is that there is a prosecutor who is also on call. To be in call, that means if there are any cases that happen after hours, you will have the number of the prosecutor in that police station, right? Where you will call the prosecutor and say, we have attorney so and so who wants his client released on bail after hours. Then the prosecutor will look at the seriousness of the case, and in terms of Section 59 capital A of the Criminal Procedure Act, release that accused on bail. Now remember, police can is also Section 59, not Section 59A capital A. Section 59 of the Criminal Procedure allows a commissioned officer to release your client on what is called police bail, right? So you can release on police bail. So in the police station, there will be a list of prosecutors on standby for the after hours application. They are always there. This has been done following the new amendments. An accused is not entitled to bring a bail application in more serious cases outside court hours. Being court hours will mean from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That is now on an ordinary court day. This effectively negates the decision that was followed in a decided case of Twayi. Twayi, it will be Twaye versus the Minister of Justice. That's the citation of the case is 1986, volume 2, on page 100. And then O in brackets, that's the seat of the court. That case says an accused who cannot get police bail, no prosecutor bail, will have to remain in custody until he is brought to court, right? So that amendment negated that case. That case allowed people to be released on bail, and now the amendment said that should stop, and it has since stopped. The bail application must, in those serious cases, must be done in front of a magistrate in a formal court. If it is not possible to obtain police bail or bail by the prosecutor, and it should be necessary for the accused to appear in court, then arrangements should be made to have the court hear the application as soon as possible. Should the accused have appeared in court already, it will be necessary to complete a requisition form and furnish the clerk of the court with the information required on the form, such as the name of the accused, the date of the last appearance, the date when he is due to appear, that is now the next date. The clerk of the court will obtain the case number and will send the requisition form through the prison. It is essential to consult with the senior public prosecutor before an accused is requisitioned, as he is entitled to make arrangements to oppose the bail application. If he is not consulted, your application may be struck from the roll or postponed. Correctional Services, in cooperation with the South African Police, that is now the court orderlies, will ensure that the accused is brought to court either the following day or as soon as possible thereafter. In certain magistrate districts, it is possible to arrange for the accused to be requisitioned telephorically, but this differs from the district to another. So what normally happens is that person has now appeared in court, and no bail application was ever talked about. So what now we've got these people are saying, no, we've got the money and we want to make sure that our relative is released on bail. So what you'll do, you will talk to the clerk of the court, and the clerk of the court will arrange for what is called a requisition. Requisition is asking the prisons or the police cells, the police station, to bring the accused to court for the purposes of applying for bail. So if you want to do that, you can't just talk to the clerk of the court and bring the accused. You need to first consult with the senior public prosecutor, so that he will see whether they intend opposing it or not. So you have to consult with the senior public prosecutor and tell them that you would like to requisition a particular accused who is charged for a certain crime, and you mention the crime and the names of that accused and the police station or prison that he is kept at. And if he says okay, then that's the only time that accused can be requisitioned and brought to court. In some cases, requisition can be done telephonically. You can just call the police, call the police to bring the accused after you have made all the arrangements with the senior public prosecutor and the investigating officer. Then you bring your accused to court and you do bail. That's how. Let me return.